pistol shots ring out in the barroom night. Enter Paddy Valentine from the upper hall. She sees the bartender in a pool of blood, cries out, "My God, they've killed them all." Here comes the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Three bodies lying there does Paddy see, and another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. "I didn't do it," he says, and he throws up his hands. "I was only robbing the register, I hope you understand." "I saw them leaving," he says, and he stops. "One of us had better call up the cops." And so Paddy calls the cops, and they arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing in the hot New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Reuben Carter and a couple of friends are driving around. Number one contender for the middleweight crown had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when the cop pulled him over to the side of the road, just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the streets unless you wanna draw the heat. Alfred Bello had a partner and he had a rap for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were just out prowling around. He said, "I saw two men running out, they looked like middleweights, jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates." And Miss Paddy Valentine just nodded her head. The cop said, "Wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead." And so they took him to the infirmary. And though this man could hardly see, they told him he could identify the guilty man. And they hauled Reuben in, they took him to the hospital and they brought him upstairs. The wounded man looks up through his one dying eye, said, "What you bring him in here for? He ain't the guy." Yes, here's the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Months later, the ghettos are in flames. Reuben's in South America fighting for his name, while Arthur Dexter Bradley's still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for someone to blame. Remember that murder that happened in a bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? You think you like to play ball with the law? Think it might have been that fighter that you saw running that night. Don't forget that you are white. Arthur Dexter Bradley said, "I'm really not sure." The cop said, "A poor boy like you could use a break. We got you for the motel job and we're talking to your friend Bello. You don't want to have to go back to jail, so be a nice fellow. 'Cause you'll be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We want to put his ass in the stir. We want to pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman, Jim. Reuben could take a man out with just one punch, but he never liked to talk about it all that much. It's my work, he'd say, I do it for pay. And when it's all over, I just soon go on my way up to some paradise, where the trout streams flow and the air is nice, and ride a horse along a trail. But then they took him to the jailhouse, where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. All of Reuben's cars were marked in advance. The trial was a big circus, he never had a chance. The judge made Reuben's witnesses drunkards from the slums. To the white folks that watched, he was just a revolutionary bum. And to the black folks, he was just a crazy nigger. No one doubted that he pulled the trigger. Though they could not produce the gun, the DA said that he was the one who did the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder, one guess who testified. Bellow and Bradley, they both boldly lied. The papers, they went along for the ride. How can the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hands? To see him obviously framed couldn't help but make me feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. Now all the criminals in their coats and their ties are free to drink martinis and watch the sunrise, while Reuben sits like Buddha in a 10-foot cell, an innocent man in a living hell. Yes, that's the story